Referee Chris Reed in charge of this championship bout between Danny Bennett and Juan Manuel Sanchez. I recall calling one of Sanchez's fights, and I think he likes to throw a lot of flying knees, so expect to see some of that in this fight.
Danny with a heavy leg kick and a heavy right hand, and he is pouring it on early.
Wow. Already you're seeing the difference in power between these two fighters. Bennett throwing with bad intentions. And these two are going for broke now, throwing down in the cage. Not even a minute into the action, and we see a lot of heavy leather thrown between these two fighters. Bennett now stuck in a single leg position.
Oh, pulls that takedown.
Wow.
And this is where Danny is dangerous, because when I was on the feet with Danny, I was maybe even underwhelmed with the power that he was hitting me with standing. Once I was on the ground and he was hitting me, I could tell this was a very strong man, and there's no doubt that he has bad intentions with those punches.
There you hear from one of Bennett's former opponents that Bennett has that sneaky power.
You do not want to have this guy on top of you. This ground and pound, this is where he specializes, and much like Trevin Giles, but
Sanchez now.
Sanchez throws up that triangle.
Can Sanchez finish that triangle? Those long limbs of
That's
his.
very loose.
Wow. Bennett doing a good job slipping out of that. Sometimes that's where those long limbs can be a detriment.
Trying an inverted triangle there too. That didn't work. But
Sanchez being active on the ground now, transitioning from 2 submission attempts. Bennett doing a good job recognizing, enjoying top position from the half guard now.
I guess that's one way to keep from getting hit on the ground, is to make him worry about submissions constantly.
Wrap his head up with those legs.
Bennett working the body there. Comes up top, body, head.
We say these two pounding away right in front of Judge Jeff Rexroad. Probably has the best view of the action right now.
Absolutely. Former Legacy champion Jeff Rexroad.
Sanchez now recovers full guard. Up against the cage now. It's going to be hard to throw submissions whenever he's blocked with the cage like that. Bennett still opting to work some of the ground and pound from on top. That's what I like to see. I like to see active ground and pound there from inside the guard. Tito Ortiz style ground and pound there by Danny Bennett.
I don't particularly like to see the punches from the bottom. I think in this situation you either need to throw up a submission or worry about getting up, standing up. I feel like the punches you're throwing from the bottom aren't going to have enough of an effect to change the fight, and you're still in a bad spot.
Sanchez looking for his angles.
Bennett doesn't seem worried about passing that guard. Seems comfortable there.
Short time left in this round. And the end of the first round of this championship bout. Taking this match on short notice, you have to wonder how that is going to affect the conditioning of Juan Sanchez in this 5-round fight.
Bennett taking some heavy breaths over there in the corner. Obviously, no one likes to be on bottom for a whole round, but sometimes being on top, being the guy on top and throwing the punches will gas you more than being the guy on bottom will.
No, definitely. Bennett was being very active there. Even though he was in the closed guard, he was pounding away, and that's just like hitting a heavy bag just nonstop for like a minute straight. Here we move along to the second round of this championship bout between Danny Bennett and Juan Manuel Sanchez. Referee Chris Reed calls the start to the second round.
Second of 5.
Long way to go for these two fighters. If it goes the distance. Wow, Superman punch attempt by Sanchez, and Bennett made him pay for it.
Again, that lead hook from Danny Bennett is violent. That thing comes hard and fast, and he's landed it about 3 times already. There's a high kick.
Sanchez using those long legs.
He hurt Danny.
Bennett in trouble now. Can Sanchez finish him from the spot? And Juan Manuel Sanchez with the TKO victory over Danny Bennett.
Danny Bennett drops to a knee. He hurt him with that high kick. That landed hard. And what I would call that a comeback win for a guy who really got dominated in the first round and was getting beat up in this round, lands a huge blow and finishes the fight, and now becomes the Garcia Promotions champion.
Awesome job there by Juan Manuel Sanchez. As you were saying, he stayed composed throughout the first round. Bennett came out strong in the second, looked like he was going for broke and trying to put the pressure on Sanchez. Sanchez weathered the storm, came back, used those long limbs of his to score a big high kick, which started the trouble, and was able to finish Bennett off against the cage with the shoe shining of those punches. Awesome performance there by Juan Manuel Sanchez, your new light heavyweight champion.
And credit to referee Chris Reed, because Danny was still up on his feet and still blocking those punches, but Chris Reed could see that he was hurt, could see that he wasn't going to be able to fight back. And good job by Chris, a former fighter himself, to jump in there and know when the fighter couldn't go on. And looking at Danny right now, he was done in that fight, and there's no argument from him.
It was close to about as perfect of a stoppage as you can ask for. He gave Bennett every opportunity he could to weather that storm, but it was just too much, and it was, like you were saying, good stoppage there.
33 seconds into round number 2 for your winner, who took the fight yesterday.
Wow.
Notice before weigh-ins, and your new Garcia Promotions light heavyweight champion, Juan Manuel Sanchez.
I don't know how many times during that fight I almost called him Marquez because of the Juan Manuel. But congratulations to Juan Manuel Sanchez, who becomes the light heavyweight champion. That was an impressive showing, impressive to weather that storm.
And so that was our final amateur bout of the evening here at Fury Fighting Championship 13. We now move on to our professional